It is time for football, and that is TIAA Bank Field here in beautiful Jacksonville, FLA, as our AFC South Division champion Jacksonville Jaguars are getting set to kick off their preseason tonight against the New Orleans Saints. And Heather, a year ago this time, there were concerns about our quarterback. There were some people who were saying 8-8 would be good enough. But when it was all said and done, and it proves why the preseason really doesn't matter, we were that close to playing in the Super Bowl.
That close. And you know what all the fans are telling me tonight who have been here? They said this is the season. You know, these fans have been with the Jaguars through the good, through the bad. They are loyal fans, and this is the season. Fans here tonight say that we are making it to the Super Bowl. The gates just opened behind me at 5 o'clock. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock tonight. And for the diehard Jaguars fan who you're about to meet, this season he has a new reason to love this team even more.
Just always had a passion for it.
Get you caught up on our top stories with our half-hour headlines.
The main channel that stays on all day, 24/7 is ESPN.
To say Byron Starrett is a sports enthusiast
My main sports I watch is football.
Return of Andrew Luck to the Colts
is a bit of an understatement.
They're talking about now he might become a starting quarterback.
His love for the Jaguars runs deep.
Team got better. We lost a few players that I wanted to keep.
His grandmother takes credit for that.
Since he was a newborn, I guess I got him into Jaguars because I dressed him all up in his Jaguar gear and put a Jaguar blanket.
As for his favorite football player, that would be number 27.
6'1", 228 pounds.
Running back Leonard Fournette.
And I'm like his #1 biggest fan.
Last week, Byron attended his first Jaguars training camp. He had no idea he would get to actually meet Fournette and leave with his autograph.
Steve, how do you feel? I feel great. What'd you just do? Got Leonard Fournette's autograph.
Then I asked him, I'm like, hey, Leonard, can I get a picture with you, please? He said, yeah, sure, no problem. So we got a picture, and I turned around and he signed my jersey for me. And then I asked him, I'm like, hey, can I get your cleats? And he said, you want these? I said, yeah, please. He said, I tell you what, come back the next day and I'll give them to you.
I made a promise to this young man right here.
The next day, Byron went back to the same spot. Fournette followed through on his promise.
Man of his word.
I mean, he literally took him off his feet from practicing, walked over there in his socks, and handed them to Byron.
What did you think when Leonard Fournette gave you the cleats off of his feet?
I was like, man, this can't be real right now. This is only just a dream.
It's a memory the 19-year-old superfan who has cerebral palsy
So here it is.
will never forget.
Here's his game one, practice one cleat.
He obviously can't play sports the way, other people play sports, and he kind of lives through, these men. It really means the world to him.
We just coming out, man. Yep. Yes, sir.
I gave him a hug. I said, thank you. This means a lot.
Byron still has a big smile on his face. As for his autographed gear, it now hangs proudly on the wall in his bedroom.
This is the greatest moment of my life.
And that moment has now been seen by tens of thousands of people after the Jaguars posted that video on social media. It went viral, and Byron tells me that he's had family and friends from around the country calling him saying, wow, I saw you on TV. And he is hoping that this is his big break, because his dream has always to be a sports broadcaster. That is what he has always wanted to be, and maybe now he's getting his big break.
He will get his chance, Heather. We like to make dreams become reality. I'm here now with Byron Starrett. Byron, you ready to have a good time?
I am.
Let's talk some Jaguars football. We have our preseason opener tonight, and let's begin with our quarterback, Blake Bortles. How do you think Blake has looked this offseason?
I heard he's done good. He's been looking good in camp. He's got his mechanics right, and he's doing real good. Shoulder's not bothering him anymore like last season. I think this year will be a good year for us.
Now, in watching him in camp, I've noticed that he seems to be more accurate. He's throwing a spiral. That wrist seems to be 100%.
It does, and I've been ready for the season ever since last season ended, and I think this year will be a whole lot better, except a lot to win the Super Bowl. That's our expectations.
I like that. Winning the Super Bowl is what so many Jaguar fans say they want in 2018. Let's switch over to the defensive side of the ball, shall we? Jalen Ramsey, he's your favorite player. You have on his jersey. He says that he's going to be bigger, badder than he was in 2017. You like that?
I do. That's the way you got to play the game sometimes, because I've been watching him, and he's been talking about his matchup with Odell Beckham Jr., and
I feel like that'd be a good matchup for him week 1 because I've been wanting to see that matchup since last season.
That is the matchup that everyone wants to see, and 1 month from today, we'll be able to see that matchup in the Big Apple. Now let's talk about the coaches. For a long time, we had the players coach Gus Bradley. As you know, things did not turn out right. You bring in Tom Coughlin, the man up top, and you bring in Doug Marrone, 2 disciplinarians. They want to get physical. What do you think about the job Doug Marrone has done during his time here, short stint?
He's turned this team around since the other coaches. And I feel like this will be the year we can go all the way and win it.
Do you really believe that?
I believe that.
And doesn't it feel good to finally say it, but actually know we really have the opportunity to do just that?
It does.
All right, Byron, great job, man.
Thank you.
We can always use some help in the sports department.
Thanks for having me.
Don't go too far. I'm sure the boss is back at the station looking, and hey, maybe we'll get you signed to a contract. Thank you, my friend.